live stream the meeting.
Okay.
All right. Little red bar. It's going like this. Zoom to YouTube. And let's see. Little red bar. Oh. And I think we are live. We are live. Hello and welcome to Wine Wednesday, everybody. Hi, Vanessa. How are you?
I am great, Maxwell. How are you?
I'm good. So this is actually the first time we are ever doing this on my YouTube channel.
Yes.
We are doing a live stream from Zoom to YouTube. This is really cool. So everyone that's here, if you could just let me know in the chat if everything is sounding good and looking good, that would be really helpful. And just so I know on my end that everything is good, okay?
Looks great from my vantage point, so.
Looks great for you. Okay, see, this is great. Okay, cool. We love this. Okay, we love it. So I'm here. Everyone said it looks good. Okay, everyone's saying it looks good.
Exactly.
So we are good to go.
Okay.
Right. So hey guys, what's up? This is gonna be a special Wine Wednesday here. So we've done this on Instagram before, but this is Vanessa Conlin, Master of Wine. That is your actual title. And she's from Wine Access, which you guys know I've talked a lot about. But just for the people that haven't seen us do this on Instagram, if you could just quickly tell everyone what a Master of Wine is.
Yeah.
And,
So Master of Wine, it's kind of like getting your PhD in wine. So it's the highest credential you can earn in the wine business. So I am one of 53 in the United States.
53.
So it involves a lot of, well, you have to be a little crazy and a little obsessive about wine and have a real, craving for knowledge. But basically it takes a lot of studying, but also a lot of tasting. And in some cases, just drinking the wine.
Exactly. Which we are gonna do tonight.
We're gonna do. I know, and I'm so excited about the wine that you chose because I really love it. So I'm excited to talk about it.
That's really exciting. So we guys, we will be tasting the same wine together, which is what makes what we're doing here even cooler. So
I'm going to go ahead and pour a splash.
Okay.
Oh yeah. Lots to talk about.
Ooh.
So are you a fan of Beaujolais? Are you new to Beaujolais? What do you drink it every day? I have no idea.
I don't drink it every day. That would be something. I mean, it'd be cool. I am new to Beaujolais. So
okay. So just sort of starting at the beginning. So Beaujolais is a region. So it's in the south of Burgundy, in France. But it's usually, when people think of Burgundy, they think of Pinot Noir and Chardonnay. But this is actually a grape called Gamay. And it's just more suited in this particular region, just a little bit different climate, different soils than more north in Burgundy. So it's a variety, or the actual grape that's very aromatic. So I don't know if you noticed, but it sort of like leaps out of the glass.
Yeah, I mean, like instantly when I poured it, it was like I could smell. Yeah.
So it's very perfumed. I get like tons of floral notes, like violet and lavender, and almost like a crushed rose petal.
This is the most like floral.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. And also just it's known for just a beautiful sort of fresh berry note. So it's almost like, you went to your farmer's market with a basket and you just kind of like got a big handful of different types of berries and mix them all together and then put your nose in it, right? So it's just really, really beautifully aromatic. And it's also a variety that's known for being like very fresh, very food friendly. And the tannins, which we talked a little bit about last time we talked about, but come from the skins of red grapes. It's what gives the wine its color, but they can also have this drying sensation on the palate. And while this does definitely, well, we need to taste it, but definitely has tannins, it's a sort of a softer, plusher, pliable texture to the tannins of Gamay.
I can't believe the smell.
I can't believe I just talked that long without actually tasting it.
I know. We should taste it.
So isn't that just kind of fresh and vibrant, right? And like,
wow.
I just want to keep describing it. It's like lively and energetic. It's a really, it's a nice wine for summer, because you can actually throw this in your refrigerator for like 30 minutes and bring the temperature down a little bit.
Yes, this is, when you think of a red wine, you don't think of the hot weather, but how is this refreshing? I don't understand this. What?
No, I think it is because it has that sort of like crunchy acidity. It's like really, really just vibrant and alive on the palate, where sometimes red wines can feel, if they're fuller bodied than this or more tannic, can feel a little bit sort of heavier. But this is just, you could pair a lot of the same things that you would pair a white wine with this, or a rosé. So very, very versatile.
This is a little dangerous red wine, because you could just keep drinking it. I mean, it is.
It's a little dangerous, but I love Gamay. As I mentioned, it's very food friendly. So it's kind of, the darling of lots of sommeliers, because it's really fun for them to play around with it in terms of what they would recommend, off different menus, because it is so versatile. But so Gamay is 98% of Gamay in the world is grown in Beaujolais. So it's kind of like, this is what they do. This is their specialty. So there's a teeny bit of white wine made there from Chardonnay and a grape called Aligoté, but it's known for this. So,
okay. I mean, and yeah, you can tell this is just perfection in a glass.
So this is from a specific region within the larger region of Beaujolais. And I'll kind of talk a little bit more about how the region works. But this is the region that's actually on the bottle, Renier.
Okay.
And this is one of the top places to grow Gamay in the whole region. So it's a teeny little village. It's only, or the growing region is only 1 square mile. So very, very small. And it's known, again, for that sort of perfumed, Gamay, the variety in general, is known for that. But this particular place is known for really light, fresh, perfumed wine.
And 1 square mile.
Mm-hmm.
That's, wow. That's really, I mean, it's, it's just unbelievable.
Yeah. So what I wanted to point out too, which is, for people who are maybe just getting into wine or learning about wine, what can sometimes be a little, confusing at the beginning is if you look at this bottle, it doesn't say Beaujolais anywhere, right?
Right.
And it doesn't say Gamay.
No.
Anywhere. So one of the things is with wine labels from other countries, like using France as an example, is you're just at a certain level expected to know what it is by where it's from. So for instance, you look at a bottle of Chablis and you're just expected to know that Chablis is made from Chardonnay. Does that make sense?
Okay.
So, or you look at a red wine from the village of Gevrey-Chambertin. The face that you're making is exactly why people get a little frustrated at first or confused, is because you have to kind of do a little legwork, or you can come to Wine Access and we've figured it out for you, and we'll tell you everything you need to know, so you don't have to worry about that. That's covered. We've got to, I devoted my life to this, so I should have you covered.
It is really confusing, when you come from, the States, obviously, and you're used to it all just kind of spelled out for you, and your Cabernet Merlot, Pinot,
Right.
you know, and then you get all this stuff and you're like, I don't know what I don't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So just to back up a minute, you know, about the region. So you will see some bottles that say Beaujolais on it, but those are not the top pinnacle. So there's 10 what we call crus, like CRU, crus. And this is one of them. And so this, you're just expected to know what it is and that it's the top quality. But for instance, you can see things like, and I'll break this down in a second, but Beaujolais Nouveau, things that just say Beaujolais, or you could see something that says Beaujolais Village. So, and then at the very top, and that's kind of it's like the pyramid of quality. And at the very top are these 10 crus. So Morgan is another cru, or Fleury, these words that you're just expected to know, like, well, this is Gamay from one of the top sites. Does that make sense? So you will see bottles out there that say Beaujolais, but when you get to this level, you have to either do your homework or let someone, you know, like me or Wine Access tell you.
Or, yes. So, okay. Because someone actually did ask here in the chat, is it a Beaujolais Nouveau?
Great question. It is not a Beaujolais Nouveau. So Beaujolais Nouveau was a style of wine from this region that it was invented or first produced in the 1950s.
Mm-hmm.
And essentially it's a very easy drinking, fresh style of wine. But what's distinctive about it is there's no aging. So with red wines, you know, usually, you know, you harvest, you ferment, and then whether you're maturing them in, maybe it's in barrels, maybe it's in concrete, maybe it's in stainless steel even, but you hold the wine back a little while to kind of let it sort of become harmonious, you know, in some cases, you know, aging for years and years and years, you know, in oak casks. But Beaujolais Nouveau is really the only red wine that I can think of that basically had no aging. So they would harvest it, they would ferment it, and you just throw it right in the bottle. So the release was always scheduled for the third Thursday of November. And there was this big sort of celebration. It's Beaujolais Nouveau Day. And that's when the producers would release their Beaujolais Nouveau. So it's a great question. It became a very popular style, particularly like in the, I want to say like 70s, 80s, maybe a little bit of the 90s, and then it started to fall a little bit out of fashion. But I'm glad that someone asked that, because that style is it was meant to be very simple. It's a bistro wine. You know, you drink it like it's a glass of rosé. And so what confused some people is that is not all Beaujolais, right?
Okay.
That is sort of the very most entry level. It's really fun. It's very fun and fresh, but it's not this at all.
Okay, cool.
Does that make sense?
Yeah. I mean, that makes sense to me. That's cool.
Yeah.
I love getting this education, because I know zero about this kind of wine, and now I want to know more because it's so good.
Yeah. Well, and you know, the interesting thing about wine, there's so much romance about it. You know, there's so many just sort of magical things, and then sometimes they're just things that people do because it makes sense economically. So if you think about it, if you're a vintner in Beaujolais, and you want to make your money fast, you can do that by making Beaujolais Nouveau, because you basically sell it
right,
basically, you know, very shortly after you've harvested it and fermented it. Whereas a wine like this, you know, you would mature, you know, for several years. So the winery is essentially taking on that financial responsibility of holding that wine and aging it for you in advance.
So so this is a 2017.
Mm-hmm.
So let's say, when did this process start to make this?
So 2017 is the vintage. So all the grapes were harvested in 2017. So it would have been harvested, you know, fermented. Now this particular wine was aged. Cement is actually used a lot in winemaking. Actually, I mean, people talk about stainless steel and concrete, but so this was aged in cement. I don't have the exact date, but, you know, I would say, you know, probably between 12 to 18 months before it was released.
Okay, so we're talking 2017 harvest. So 2017, these are grapes, and then 12 to 18 months later,
they'll release it into the market.
Amazing.
Yes.
Okay.
And, you know, some wines can be aged, you know, 4 years, 6 years. I mean, and that's all at the winery's expense.
Okay. And with this one, is this, would you want to drink this now, or could you wait a few years to drink this one?
This is a great question. So specifically with these those 10 crus I mentioned, because they're the top pinnacle of quality, these can age really well. Now, if you bought a Beaujolais Nouveau, I'd say, no, like you drink that puppy, that's ready to go. You're not going to hold that, and even if with just a regular Beaujolais or even a Beaujolais Village, you could hold it, but I'm going to say it's probably not going to get better.
Okay.
But a wine at this quality level is just going to get more complex.
I feel like I have just stepped into France.
I actually have to pour a little bit more because I drank mine.
Wait, me too. Oh my God.
So if I can continue to just geek out a little bit. Okay. So this particular producer is they're farming in a way that's called biodynamic. Is that something that you've talked about on your, your show?
Biodynamic? That's really good. No, let's hear it. Yeah.
Okay. So a friend described this to me as it's sort of like organic farming crossed with astrology. So it was invented in the 1920s, in 1924 by Rudolf Steiner, who you might have heard of because he's, very famous Austrian scientist. I think he invented kindergarten. Anyway, it's very similar to organic farming in that, it's avoiding the use of, pesticides and chemicals in the vineyards. But it almost goes a step further in that it sort of it's a philosophy that treats the entire vineyard as if it's a living organism. So for instance, let's say you have a problem with a particular, it basically avoids like a problem with a bad pest by promoting the life of the pests that would take care of that naturally. So it's sort of like, does that make sense? So it's like the overall health of the entire vineyard, including the soils, is taken into account. And then the reason why I said organic crossed with astrology is because it actually takes into account the lunar cycle. So there will be choices made in terms of the timing of things that happen in the vineyard or in the winery based on where the moon is in its lunar cycle. And this is not exclusive to growing grapes. I mean, there are, you can apply this to other types of agriculture, but this producer happens to be a biodynamic producer. So yeah.
That is incredible. So we are growing wine with the phases of the moon here.
Yep. So they'll make things like harvesting decisions based on where it is. So you would harvest on a certain day. You would do certain certain of the winemaking process. You decide on certain days when that's going to happen. And so this is a thing. So the biodynamic calendar, you can Google this. And there are different types of days. So some are called fruit days, and some are called root days or flowering days. And some people believe, and I might be one of them, that depending on what type of day is, it actually affects the way that wine can taste. Okay. So I know this sounds really kind of hooey, right? But there are certain days where like my wine team, let's say at Wine Access, will taste and like things just aren't tasting great. I'm like, I wonder if this is a root day, because root days are not a good day for tasting wine, according to the biodynamic calendar. And so some days we'll test ourselves and we'll Google it and see if it's a root day.
Amazing. Okay, this is wild. Biodynamic calendar. I'm legit gonna like.
Let's see what kind of day it is. I don't know. I didn't look before we started this. So.
Today, let's see. I'm looking. I'm looking because
I mean they have an app, so
This is. I would never even think that this would be.
I know. I mean, the thing about wine, again, we were talking about this before, like there's so many things that are so romantic about it. And, one of the reasons why I love wine, but it's in the end, it's agriculture. It's really, Yeah. So what day is that?
April 29th, it says so plant. Above, I'm looking at.
It's probably a flower, maybe it's a flowering day. That's pretty good for tasting wine. A fruit or a flower day.
So plant. I don't know. I have this calendar on here. It's kind of like.
Let's see. Let me Google it for wine. Hold on.
I'm in gardening.
Okay. So let's see.
Biodynamic calendar.
Biodynamic calendar wine. Let's see.
Fruit days versus root days.
Yeah. Fruit days. Let's see.
Am I blowing your minds, guys, with this? I always blow your minds with something like this. I never thought this was like a thing.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I'm not. Oh,
I can't find it either.
Usually I just Google this. Oh, I found it. Okay, let's see. So today is the 29th. So this is a yeah, this is leaning into a fruit day.
It's
that's good. Yes.
Cool.
So it's a favorable time for sowing and planting and for development, but a fruit day is a good time for when crops, it's good for crops in general, but like when tasting wines, people actually think that, fruit days are good. So it's good. I mean, I liked this wine anyway, but
it makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay. That's amazing. How cool. We are giving you guys info that you've really, I bet, have any of you in the chat ever heard this? Because this is so cool. Oh, someone just said, no, Disney fans right there. You said, nice. No wonder why my wine tastes so good tonight.
There you go. That's why.
I love that.
That's why. So one other thing about Beaujolais, and we could do a whole like multi-week course on this. So we're going to keep it real high level, but there's also a type of winemaking there that involves whole clusters. So it's not specific, it can be done anywhere, but it's something that they're very well known for. So it involves hand harvesting. So you're picking whole clusters, and then in some winemaking, you lots of red winemaking actually de-stem. So you take the grapes off of the stems before fermentation. But there's often in this region is whole cluster fermentation, or even something called carbonic maceration, which we won't go into depth in because it's really like, you thought I was geeking out before, like don't. Yeah, no, you're gonna regret it. But anyway, just so you know, there's a couple things this region is known for. Gamay, obviously, it just owns this grape, right? But that type of fermentation, and lots of old vines there.
Old vines. So this is like, I wonder how, do you know how old these vines are that were?
They were planted in 1932 and 1946 for the specific wine.
Okay, so.
Mm-hmm.
That's, yeah.
So I don't know about you, but even while I've been sitting here, I feel like this wine has opened up a lot.
Yeah.
I mean, it was aromatic just to start, but now it's like
guys, I wish you could smell this, because I feel like you should be able to smell it, because the smell is so aromatic. It should go right through my camera into your homes, basically, because it's like
it's pretty intense. So I'm glad we got to try this together. I mean, I love this wine. So I hope you love it too.
I do. I think this is incredible. And I can totally, someone asked about refrigerating this again, as you said, and that's, so yes.
I like to throw in the fridge for 30 minutes, just chill it down a little bit. Not as cold as a white wine by any means, or even a rosé, but a little bit of a chill in the summer. It's beautiful.
Yeah.
And just in case I didn't mention, because we talked about, the region, but the producer is called Charlie Thevenet. 27.
Charlie
it's on this side here.
Oh, right there. Okay, there it is. Yes.
Renier is, again, it's the region. It's not the producer. It's the crew.
Okay.
The name of the crew.
I know we've got
I'm pouring it.
Margot is here from France. I know we've got Margot. Are you still in the chat, Margot? Because I know you're here from France, and that's pretty neat. I don't know.
That's awesome.
Exactly, but yeah, so that's pretty cool.
Yeah, well, I mean, thanks for having me. I mean, it's a pleasure to join you and your listeners. So thank you. I mean, I think we're gonna be back next Wednesday.
Yeah, I think so. This was super fun. Do you? Yeah, I mean, I think this is really neat doing it on YouTube like this with the Zoom thing. It's kind of fun.
Yeah.
I know you can't see the chat, but
I can't see the chat. No.
I got the chat. Oh, thank you so much, Lori. Appreciate it. Lori Morgan says hi here. And do you have time for like one question?
Sure.
All right. If you have a question for Vanessa, just type it in the chat. Margot from France just said she's learning so much, even though it's French wine. Like, so.
Thank you, Margot.
Yeah, I love it. Let's see here. Okay, this is good. Who at a vineyard decides when their wine goes from the cellar to a store?
That is a great question. And the answer, which is often the answer with wine, is it depends. But so there are a couple people who make important decisions in the process, and sometimes it's the same person and sometimes it's a different person.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's a whole other post winemaking that I'll get to also in terms of who decides that. But so basically, there's someone is in the vineyard. So sometimes the same person is in the vineyard and is the winemaker, but often you'll have someone different. So people who specialize in viticulture, which is the cultivation of wines of grapes for wine.
Mm-hmm.
And so that person's job is really to make all the decisions throughout the growing process in terms of, how are they going to manage the canopy, which are the leaves? Are they going to prune? If it's a region where it's legal to irrigate, which it's not legal everywhere in the world, am I going to irrigate? So that person will really guide everything through up until when it's picked, and often will make the decision on when the grapes can get picked. Because just like any fruit, it ripens throughout the season. Mm-hmm. And if you've ever had any kind of fruit tree yourself, like in your backyard, you can like if you pick it too soon, you say you have a peach tree, you pick it too soon, it's crunchy, it's tart, it's not ready. You wait too long, it's mushy, it's not, it's flabby, and you pick it at just the right point and it's like perfection. So again, sometimes the winemaker and the vineyard manager or the viticulturist are the same person, but sometimes they're different and they work in conjunction. So after that, then it becomes, the winemaker's responsibility to guide it through the fermentation process and then through the maturation. So, as we mentioned before, Beaujolais Nouveau is an exception, right? It's a red wine that's released without aging, but most red wines spend some type of aging in some type of vessel. So that's the winemaker's decision. Okay. And then in a lot of regions, like let's say Napa, when it's released to market is the decision of the winemaker and the winery. When do they think it's ready? Like, and usually they kind of have not a formula, but like they'll usually say, oh, we age our wines for 24 months or we age our wines for 28 months. Are they bound to do that? No, because some vintages they might say, this needs a little bit more time. Maybe it's a vintage where the tannins are a little tighter. It needs more time in oak. So it's their decision based on tasting. Now, the other considerations, why I said depends, is there are some regions in, let's say, in Europe where there are laws, there are actual wine laws about when you can release your wine and how long you have to age it. So that is like a huge discussion because it's literally by region by region. So but there are some regions where you're told by the wine governing body that you cannot release your wine until it's been been matured for X amount of time.
Okay, so the law says what you got to do with some.
There are wine laws.
Okay.
Yeah.
There are wine laws, guys.
There are wine laws. True.
It's great.
Great question, though, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
And I hope that answers your question. I'm sure it does. It's like
The answer is it depends.
Like there's so many questions. I can't. Oh, actually, this is a great one.
Okay.
Rachel asks, what is the most interesting place you've tasted wine?
Ooh, in terms of like where I've just literally tasted
I think
wine?
where, yes, the actual like location.
So
Like,
I visited a winemaker in Santa Barbara named Matt Dees, who makes wine for a couple brands called the Hilt, Honata, and I would say like we were in a vineyard, but like we drove up in his pickup truck, and I was like, "Where's the tasting room? Like, what are we?" And then he had like a box of like really nice wine glasses in the back seat, and then we just stood and like tasted wine out of the back of the pickup truck.
hey,
Which
why not?
why not? Not everything has to be fancy.
No.
You know? Yeah,
True.
I loved it.
And it was great, right? I mean,
But it's almost hard to say because I mean tasting wine is my job. So I tasted a lot and in a lot of different places.
yeah. Because like you went, did you go here?
I've been to Beaujolais. Yes, actually, I have. I have not been to the specific producer's vineyard, but I was there, gosh, just earlier this year. I was there in March in this region.
That's so cool.
Anyway.
That's cool. I mean, oh, okay. So
it's tough, but I'm out there to serve you, right?
That's right, and you
My
do
job.
know because this wine is amazing. And if you gotta taste it in Beaujolais, France, or in the back of a pickup truck,
I'm gonna do it for you. Yes, I'm gonna get that job done.
it's the best job. It's the best job.
Your job isn't too bad either.
Yeah, my job's cool too. I enjoy my job. It's fun.
So,
We have a good time.
we do.
Yeah,
Wow.
we do.
This has been so fun. Thank you for having me. It's always such a pleasure. And I'm really actually very impressed with the questions. Those were.
Yeah, I mean, there's so many. I know you have to go here, but I feel. Oh, you want another question?
Bring it.
Okay, and then
Okay. Oh, I just don't. Yes, I know you have other things to discuss, so I don't want to keep you.
Yeah, this is fun. I'm learning so much. I love this. Like, okay, this is a question that a lot of people have asked, and I don't know if you can actually give an answer to this, but it is what is the best wine you've ever tasted?
Oh gosh.
Right.
That's a good question. You know, I can't answer that question. I've tasted
impossible.
I've tasted a lot of wines, and sometimes it's the wine itself, and then sometimes it's the company or the occasion.
Isn't that, yes. Yeah, it's so true, because you can have a wine and you're in a place that that's why wine is so incredible too.
Yeah, absolutely. Because, you know, I mean, sure, like there are some like beautiful fancy wines that I could name, but like I've had really just, you know, simple fun wines, but I've been with people that I enjoy, that I love, and it tastes to me in that moment just as good as something that was 10 times more expensive.
Right. And you know what's like so amazing too is that you can have that wine again like 3 years later, and it could take you back to that experience.
Yes.
And you feel like you are back with those people wherever you were, and that is
it's one of my favorite things about wine, and I have many favorite things about wine, but is there, you know, have you ever had an experience where like maybe, you know, you walk by a restaurant or something and you smell something cooking and it brings you back to a memory of something, you know, a place in your life, a person in your life, you know. And it's the same with wine. You know, wines are so distinctive, you know, what the grape is, where it was grown, everything that we were talking about before, how it was managed, you know, in the vineyard and the winery, and it has a very different expression based on, you know, where it's from and what it is. And it can absolutely, I'll have a wine, all of a sudden I'm like transported back to a previous experience.
It does. It triggers those memories, just like in the movie Ratatouille. Like, it triggers it. I mean, he takes a bite of the ratatouille, boom, back as a kid, and this does the same exact thing. It's just
exactly. That's exactly.
Yeah, so cool. Well, cool. Yay. I love this.
Yay. Yeah. Thank you again so much.
You just have a comment here that says that you look like you could be a Disney princess. So
thank you. Thank you. That is one of the nicest things that I've heard in a long time. So thank you very much.
I love that.
My eyes would have to be like
a little bit. No, you're good. No, a princess of wine, master of wine, and princess of wine apparently. So it's good. Yeah.
Princess of wine sounds good too, but thank you. Thanks for passing that on. I appreciate it.
I love it. Well, cool. All right.
Well, thanks for tasting with me. Thanks for everyone that asked questions and watched from home. And I guess I get to see you next week.
Oh yeah, we're gonna have fun next week too. We'll yeah, this was great. I really enjoyed doing this here on YouTube too.
Me too. Same time, same place, different wine.
That's right, different wine. Yeah. I would drink this again.
Oh yeah. I'm gonna go, but I'm gonna.
Yeah. I will stay here, guys. I will stay here, guys, with you for a little bit more and hang and drink some more wine with you. But thanks so much, Vanessa.
Thank you.
It was
always so much fun to talk with you, and I'll see you next week. So cheers.
Good. Cheers. Well, that was fun. And now you just get me. Hi guys, what's up? It's just me. Oh, Vanessa left. I had such a good time. I had such a good time hanging with Vanessa there. Wasn't that, I you know what? I really enjoyed that whole process here on with the Zoom thing that we did, because like that was actually a lot of fun. Did you guys enjoy that? Because I think that was great. Oh, my mom said that was great. So, and that's all that really matters, you know. Okay, so you guys did like this. Look at you guys, miniature Missy, Lane. Oh, Lane. Lane is in the chat. Lane's the one who designed the Ye Old Cheesy Pub logo. Love it. Okay. Make It Blue, Anna, Rachel, Margot, Erica. Okay, Luke, you guys, okay, so you guys really did enjoy it. Lori, my mom does rock, yeah. I think that was really neat. Dee Dee. That's funny, Dee Dee. Smith, you guys loved it. This was great. That's great. I'm so happy you enjoyed that. She's got the most wine knowledge of anyone I've ever. I mean, isn't it unbelievable how much wine knowledge a person can have? The things that I learn from her each week, I mean, I really do learn so much. So much. It's so cool. Like super insightful is exactly what I was just gonna say, Kaylee, by the way. That's yeah. Like you should be tasting wine right now, Kaylee. You gotta go do that. That's right, Anna. She is a wine master. It is like yeah. It's seriously incredible how much knowledge she has. Thank you, Tiffany. How are you, Tiffany? It's good to see you in here, and thank you. That is really sweet. Yeah, we got 2 more days till my birthday. That is on Friday, which is great. Look at this. I wish you guys could actually smell this, because what she was talking about is so spot on. It's like a bouquet of these like these floral grapes that just went like unbelievable. Sarah, would I do a collab with Schultze when quarantine? Yeah, I would love to. She's awesome. She is so awesome. Yes. And I am very happy that I won VidCon Survivor on her channel. That was very exciting. April did go in a blink. And I don't know what happened. March was the longest month ever. April went like that. And it's been very confusing, I think, to all of us. Very confusing. I know. Zara, what am I going to drink on my birthday? Definitely wine. I haven't picked the one yet, but it'll probably be something from, it'll probably be a Napa Cab. Yeah, we got to go Napa Cab, I think, on my birthday. So maybe I'll bust out the real good Hall or like Silverado or something, but yeah. Oh no, Tiffany, you missed the tasting. That's okay. You can rewatch this video after we're done here. You're gonna want to see it because Vanessa explained so much to us about this wine that we are having tonight, and about wine in general. So you're gonna, yeah. Sorry, I'm just looking at the chat here. Hall, do it, Erica? Yeah. JG, aka Eric, I'm so happy that my videos are helping you get through all of this, and thank you for all your work that you're doing as a supermarket manager. Awesome. Yeah, Vivi baby, you know, I think Cab is my fave, but you know what is so cool is that I have been learning so much about wine from being in Wine Access now that it's kind of like opening my horizons up, like, you know what I'm saying? Because I always went for like Napa Cabernet Sauvignon as my favorite. And it's only because I got, you know, the Wine Access shipment that I got this whole variety of wines. So I'm able to have something like this, which is unlike anything I've ever tasted. So yeah, so good. And if you guys, I know that you, I always get questions every week about Wine Access and the deal with it. And some people have actually asked me what's going on with Wine Access. I went to the website. There were a lot of stock. I am hearing they are getting new supplies. New wines are coming in, and they're gonna have a lot in store. I'm going to actually place my new order in a few days, because we are down to like, this is it. I know next week I'll do another one of these with Vanessa, but we are really low on my shipment. I had 10 wines, and now we are down to what, 2? Woof. Disney fans, oh, thank you so much. So much awesome info. We brought you back to seminars at Food and Wine Fest. Yeah, exactly. That was like a seminar at Food and Wine. And you know what? That's actually way better than a seminar you can get at Food and Wine Fest, honestly, because they don't bring in a person of Vanessa's credentials, like a master of wine. What did she say? There's only 53 of them in the country. I mean, she is, I don't know. I feel privileged that I get to talk to her because she's so cool. And her wine knowledge, just, I'm like, I want to learn all of this. I want to be a master of wine. Right? Oh, man. Oh, gosh. I would love to be a master of wine. So, you know, I mean, she's just awesome. I mean, we learned about the biodynamic wine calendar today. I mean, what? Oh, gosh. I just love it. I haven't heard of Bright Cellars, Kaylee. No, what is that? Rachel, Mr. Cheezypop fan bought out their supply. I wonder. I don't know. If you guys are buying from Wine Access, that is awesome. You should, because they're awesome. And you know, Vanessa. You know what's so cool? Bye, Sarah. You know what's so cool is that Vanessa is one of the people that actually picks the wines that Wine Access has in their club, which is so good. You know what I mean? So when you have a master of wine that's picking the wines that go into your store, it's pretty neat. Oh, Kira, I should have a Mickey ice cream sandwich with my wine. You know, I don't know that it would go so well with it. But I might have one later. Miniature Missy, I might have to make an essential total wine. Do it. Oh gosh. Do it. Oh man. Oh, okay, Kaylee, that's cool. Yeah, okay. That's really neat. That is really cool. Okay. I like that they do the kinds of flavors of foods. Oh, that's nice. Yeah. Thank you for the recommendation. And my recommendation to you is Wine Access. There we go. I love it. I'll check that out. What's up, Dole Whip Dad? How you doing? You don't think an ice cream could hurt? Ice cream never hurts. It's true. You know what's hurting me right now? I think we need a little bit more. Do we? Did you guys notice how quickly we were going through that? We were like, Vanessa and I were it's just so good. It's just so good. It's just so good. It's just so good. All right. The answer is always yes, Michael. Yes. Oh, I didn't check out Choreo. I will do that, Samantha. All right. I love the color of this. It's a very, this is a lighter color, I've noticed. And you guys can tell when I pour it. Actually, I think you could probably see that it's a lighter color. Yeah, right? I do have a Mickey wine glass, Aaron, but I'm not using it tonight. I just like the shape of this one. It's nice. Yeah. Whoa, the smell of this is just amazing. Oh gosh, I just When you swirl this baby around, let me tell you guys, magic. This is, it's really unbelievable. It is delicious. Tiffany, when you watch it back, Tiffany, because you're going to want to watch it, we talked about how this is one of the most fragrant bouquets I've ever smelled. Like literally when you pour it, you could just smell it coming out of the glass. It's incredible. Go out to the balcony and put it up to the sky. Oh, I can do that. I can do that. Ooh, man, that smells good. I can definitely do that. We can put it up to the sky. And if you guys are watching at home, I like to do a little cheers with you all. So, cheers. Thanks for being here. You guys are all amazing. And I am so thankful for each and every one of you. Thanks so much for watching tonight, guys. Cheers. And if you got a good picture of that, make sure that you tag me in your Instagram stories and send it to me. Or we could do it again. But if you did, make sure to tag me and tag Wine Access too. Tag at Wine Access too, so that they can have some love for giving us this fantastic wine tonight. Because thanks, Vanessa, for picking this to go to your store. Like, like for reals. Okay. Do it again, Wallace Chili Bowl? All right, let's do it. Ready? We'll do it again. Cheers. I love it. I love it. Cheers back to a lot of you guys that are sending me stuff right here. Oh, you got a mimosa, Jonelle? Sweet. Oh, thank you, Dee Dee. Yes, Dee Dee, one day we'll be in the parks. We're going to hang. It'll be awesome. One day, Dee Dee. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Really appreciate it. Okay, is that good with the cheers? You got it? All right. Send it to me and tag me on your Instagram stories and tag Wine Access too. But if you want to go outside, let's go outside. We could do that. I know you guys enjoyed that last week. So let me just, I need a little more before I head outside. Oh, and you know what I'm going to do here too? I'm going to do what she said and pop this in the fridge for my next glass, because she said that it would be great to cool it down. And it's true. Okay, great. Anyone else's fridge like super full? Because my fridge is so full these days. This is okay. All right. Oh, listen for Mr. Owl. That's right. Our owl friend was out there last week. Let's see if he's back again. Okay. All right. All right. Come on outside. All right. There you go. Hi, guys. How's it going? What have I missed? What have I missed? Do I need to scroll back up and see some things? All right. Have I missed things? Let me scroll back. Okay, where did I leave off? I think I saw Dee Dee's super chat. Oh, I didn't see a bunch of cheers here. Zara, thank you. We got Dole Whip Dad, thanks for letting us hang with you. Aw, of course. Do I miss Disney? Yep, Carly, I miss Disney. Cheers, Shauna. Do I use Snapchat? Do I use Snapchat? I have it. And my Patreon people know that I use it. They get a, yeah. Oh yeah. But I do have it, of course. Yes. Oh, I agree with that. Make it blue. There's 77 people watching. We should have 77 likes on this video to send love to Vanessa. I agree. Oh, that's a good question, Kira. Why do you pour this into such a large glass? Okay. This is a really good question. So it's really so that, you know, the wine can breathe and oxidize, and all of those beautiful so you can really get your nose in there. Full fridge and wine. Yep, Shauna. Am I wearing pants? Yes. I mean, I'm wearing shorts. Erica, you associate me with Snapchat? It's true. We get, yeah. Oh, thank you so much, Samantha. I will look for that. So exactly, Margot, with the good answer there on the large glass, because the wine really gets that. You're aerating it. So all of those beautiful bouquet. You talk about a bouquet of flowers, right? So when you smell a bouquet of flowers, let's say, you know what that's like. It's the same thing with this, and that's why we call it a bouquet. The smell that comes out of this, you know. So cool, right? I mean, it's just like, yeah. Yeah, it's so cool. Okay, I know you guys wanted, someone's got some very loud music going on here, so, okay. I know you wanted me to do the little swirl thing. Okay, good night, Luke. Look at this. What do we think? I took the blue sky away, though, when I did that for some reason. Hold on a second. What? Hold on a second. Okay. Let me try it down here. Okay. Because I was noticing that the sky... There we go. Oh, yeah. There we go. Oh, there we go. We got this going. Oh, man, my patio smells so good right now because of this. Let me just tell you guys something. Oh, man. Oh, gosh, it's a beautiful night here in Los Angeles. It really is. It really is. Dole Whip Dad, I don't know. Baseball, man. I hope it starts up at some point this summer. There's just no way of knowing, you know? I hope. Only kind of bouquet you like to receive, Rachel? Cheers to that. Yeah, Mom, wine does have a beautiful color. It's true. Looks like I'm in Italy, Larissa. Oh, man, I wish I was in Italy. Is the quarantine making me a noise sensitive, crotchety senior citizen? Oh, totally. Like I'll be like, you know, one loud, you know, thing from my neighbor. I'll be like, Oh man. You know, Dee Dee, it is not as clear on Zoom. It's because I'm using my computer for this. So, and the Zoom to YouTube live stream, it does dull it down a little bit, but it's all right. You can still see me. Am I doing a video on Friday for my birthday? Oh, we're birthday twins, Princess Dory. Wait, is Anna here too? Anna B, where are you? Are you here too? That means we got 3 people with a birthday on May 1st. I'll go live on my birthday at some point. During the day, probably. Jess, I'm like the animatronic that twirls his own lasso. You need the one with one. What's up? It's good to see you here. Jess, how you doing tonight? Am I like that animatronic? Yeah. I swirl wine. My animatronic just swirls wine. I love it. Oh my gosh. Like that made me so happy. If I could have Disney, can you imagine if Disney created an animatronic of me just going like this all day? Oh gosh. Man, good stuff. Thank you so much, JN. Thank you. You know, I put on when we do Wine Wednesday, I like to dress a little better, you know. Oh man. Kira, why do I pour a small amount of wine? Is it to do with the air? I know nothing about wine. Thank you so much for the super chat, Kira. Okay. So typically you're going to want to pour your wine to the fattest part of the glass. So that would be, sorry, the camera is not straight on here. There's my leg. Great. You'd want to pour it to like there, wherever the fattest part of the glass is. That's where you would normally pour it. Yeah. And you're not going to want to pour too much because you want all the smells to come out. And yeah. So 1 glass of wine would be to right there. Yeah. You're drinking along with me, Jess. Good. What are we having tonight, Jess? What are you all having tonight? Actually, this is a great question for all of you at home this evening. You're making me like the pirate. Cultured pirate. What are we all having this evening? I want to know. I mean, I'll see these when I get off of here in a bit for when I see them on Instagram and stuff tonight, but we are all over the place here. Erica Rose, because you're red wine field. Ooh, Rachel, we got a Pinot Noir. Now you're on to a Malbec. Excellent, great. Samantha, you got a blend from Italy with a Merlot and Cab. What is the name of that? Kitchen sink. Dole Whip? Golden State Ginger Grass Cider. Interesting, Dee Dee. That sounds cool. Kira, it's 3 a.m. Kira, thank you so much for being here at 3 a.m. Ooh, Sauvignon Blanc Walking Dead edition? You got a beer, Becky. Margot, Rosé, Roc de Candelon. Huh? How was my French there, Margot? I feel like, you know. Lucy, Chardonnay from Castello, Napa. Nice. Tammy, what's up? Tammy Mason's here. How you doing, Tammy? Say hey to the fam. Chalk Hill Chardonnay, nice. Oh, Jess, you can't watch it without a cab? I love it. I love it. What did the grape say when the elephant stood on it? Nothing. It just let out a little whine. Good, David. Nice. Ooh, Tiffany Lopez with the Viognier. That's a really interesting kind of wine. Really cool wine, Tiffany. That's so cool. Denise, Tambra Winery, 2017 Syrah. Cheers, Dole Whip Dad. Good to see you in here, buddy. Joseph Carr, Josh Cabernet, named after his son Joseph Carr from Saratoga. 20 minutes from you. I've been to Saratoga. I went to the Saratoga horse race track once. $5 bottle of wine from Trader Joe's, Walt's Chili Bowl, whatever gets it done. Kaylee with the Lambrusco. Wait a minute, Kaylee. So I had, we did Lambrusco. Does anyone remember if that was last week or the week before that we did Lambrusco? Does anyone remember? I don't remember exactly when we did the Lambrusco. I love reading all the things that you guys are drinking tonight. Trentatore Rosso. Cool. My French is good. Oh, c'est bon? Merci beaucoup. Pelicero. Oh, Barbera. Ooh, anniversary wine. Oh, and it's hard to find now, Tiffany. Rombauer Chardonnay. No, you're not pathetic. Make it blue. You're good. You have whatever you like. So neat. Ah, Domaine de Cotal Fitou from France. Amaretto di Saronno. I love this. It wasn't last week, Kaylee. Who remembers, when did I have that Lambrusco? Was it 2 weeks ago? It was the one that was the it was the one that was the pink color one. Remember that? Yeah. The wine weeks blur together, Didi. It's kind of true. I think all of this kind of blurs together because all the days are a little bit the same. Jennifer's having some vodka tonight. All right. Hey, Professor Ruthie, it's good to see you here. I love myself some Evian water. Yeah. Week before. Okay. When do you get a Cooking with Max video, Didi? Well, tomorrow you will get a video from the kitchen. Not a live stream, but a video that I filmed today. So yeah, so I filmed a video today, and I did make a little something in the kitchen. You'll see it tomorrow. I got to edit that, so some point tomorrow you'll see that. Yes, if you saw on Instagram, I did post that I made the smoke alarm go off. Kaylee, oh, thank you so much. Kaylee is now an official Patreon member. Cheers to that indeed. And thank you so much, Kaylee. And, you know, welcome to the Cheesy Pop Patreon family. We have a lot of my patrons actually watching right now. So that's awesome. Welcome and thanks. Got a lot of Patreon people here. So yeah. Yeah. That's really great. I love this. A gnat. I gotta get this question here from Lauren here. A gnat or a fruit fly flies into your wine. Do you keep drinking it or pour it out? Keep drinking it. I mean, like maybe I'll take the little fruit fly out, but I'll keep drinking it then. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I think that just happened to Erica, right? Yeah, Erica just had the yeah, yeah. Erica didn't have her wine. She was like, no, I say you gotta keep drinking it. Wine is too expensive to ever pour out. Okay, you gotta treat that like it's you know, precious cargo. You know what I mean? This wine is so good. Sorry, I just had a moment. I just had a moment. I mean, Vanessa, thank you, Vanessa. You know what I mean? Thank you, Vanessa. It's really, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, you know, sometimes I need these moments. You know what I mean? Sometimes I need these moments. Does wine smell sweet? No, no, certain ones do. Because there are sweet wines and there are dry wines. So this literally smells like it has this like, I bet you'd really like the smell of this because it's really perfumey, not like a perfume like I'm gonna cough when I smell it, but just really beautiful like berries. Yeah, yeah, like really beautiful berries. That's what it smells like. Maddie, no, I've never tried Costco Cabernet. Mm. Um, how do you guys feel about the wine restaurant in California? Are you talking about Wine Country Trattoria, Kaylee? What is my Patreon page? It is patreon.com/mrcheezypop. Ah, lovely Janelle. Hi, what's up? What is my favorite non-expensive wine? We talking under 20? I think like Alexander Valley is really good. We could do like a Simi. That's really good. Yeah, something like that. Yeah, yeah. Not Stella Rosa. Yeah. Yeah, food counts. I like what Brian just said right there. I really enjoy these moments, even though I've not actually met any of you. It feels like we're all good friends just hanging out and supporting each other. Exactly. That's exactly what I like doing with our Wine Wednesdays. It really does feel like we are just, yeah, we're just chilling on the patio, right? But well, first we get an education, which was so cool. We got an education from Vanessa, and then we chill. So it's like you'll learn a little something, and then we just get to hang and chat. I really thought that was really cool this week, actually, with having Vanessa on here at the beginning. And I'm happy that, you know, I think you guys really liked it too. I could listen to her talk about this stuff for like hours, but I don't yeah. But I think she's amazing. Yeah, and I think like maybe we should I think it'd be neat to have questions for her in advance too. I think it'd be neat to have questions like in advance for her, next week, so we can, yeah. I think that would be fun. So if you have any questions for her, we could talk about that next week. You could send me them on Instagram or whatever. That'd be fun. Yeah, she's cool. Oh, you want to see my garden, Annabelle? Yeah, Jonelle, I never had that kind of wine, by the way. If I do $10 Patreon, could we have another Patreon Zoom on Monday? I gotta look at my schedule. I don't want to say yes to that right now. Okay. But we had a good, yeah. I did do a Patreon Zoom with my Patreon people, but we can. It's a maybe. Can I let you know what is the wine menu for next week? Yeah, I think I figured that out. Okay, let me show you my garden, which, let me tell you something, guys. I gotta tell you something. So, hold on a second. It's a little trickier with my computer. Here's the garden. Here's Groot. He's doing well. So, I was sitting in the living room the other day, and I was looking out here, and what did I see? Mr. Squirrel. Mr. Squirrel goes over here and is right up in here and is starting to eat Groot. And I'm like, oh, no, you don't, Mr. Squirrel. You are not touching my Groot. He hasn't come back since. But I was not happy with Mr. Squirrel, let me just tell you. The nerve of that guy. He crawled right up. I mean, he just crawled right up here and is like, boop, 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 boop. Nope. No, Mr. Squirrel. That is my plant. That is my Groot. It's my Groot. Oh, gosh. Have I seen the owl, Erica? No, I haven't seen the owl. If you were here last week on Wine Wednesday, we heard the owl a lot. Don't hear him tonight. I don't know where Mr. Owl is this evening. I don't know. I have no idea. Bye, Jonelle. Have a great dinner. Ate dinner before this. Taco salad. It was good. Mr. Squirrel found out I was from New York real quick. Oh, you know it. Well, thank you so much, Kira, an official Patreon. Oh, this is brilliant. Thank you. Welcome to the Cheesy Pop family. Maddie is a patron. What is going on tonight? This is amazing. This is really sweet. Thank you. This is really sweet. Welcome, guys. Hugo, come back to Disneyland Paris at Hyperspace Mountain. Oh man, Hugo, I would love to. Yes, Space Mountain at Disneyland Paris is insane. It's so good. So good. So good. Oh, Alexa, do not worry. I know it's a weird time for everybody. Do not worry. Alexandra, you're working till 10, but you're here. Well, thank you. Have some wine later. Paige, I'm not 21. Is this allowed? The best thing really would be a cheesy pop Disney meetup. You know, we'll do it one day. We'll do it one day. I have no doubt we will make that happen one day. This is really good. Oh, So good. Ooh, look at this. Okay, wait a minute. We got a meetup at the winery. Oh, be the perfect spot to do it. We all rent out the winery area at DCA. Yeah. Oh, that'd be good. That'd be so good. Okay, so this is really neat here too, guys. So we've got Hugo and Margot from France who work at Space Mountain at Disneyland Paris. They're here from France where it is really late. But you guys are still awake. What is it? Is it like almost 4 a.m. there? You guys are up? I love it. Oh man. It's 4:25. Yeah, okay. That makes me so happy. I wonder how long we've been out here, because Vanessa said, you know, maybe chill the wine for what, 30 minutes? That's what she said, right? Disney fans, welcome to the Patreon. Guys, I'm so, I love this. I love this. You guys are making me so happy tonight. I got so many new patrons in here. And look at this. We got shout outs from cast members to cast members in other countries going on tonight. This is amazing. Hugo's from Bordeaux. Look at that. So are you okay, Hugo, that I'm having from Beaujolais tonight? Is that all right? And Margot is from Lyon. Okay. How many cast members do we have in here? We got. I love this. Should I check on the? Has it been a half hour since I put the wine in the fridge? I think I should check on the wine and pour a little so we can taste it after being refrigerated for a bit. Look at all these cast members. I love this. I love it. So cool. We're having a glass of wine when I come back to Disneyland Paris. All right, it's a deal, Hugo. We're gonna do this. We need a recommendation for Paige about what to drink. Oh. Hugo's jumping up and down on the couch. I love this. At 4 a.m. in France, we got people jumping up and down on the couch in France at 4 a.m. I love this energy. This is fantastic. I'll take you guys in. We're gonna go check on the wine that's been chilling now. Okay. I'm taking you guys. I didn't want to leave you guys alone right now. I wanna go check this. It's so different here with the computer. It's all good. I love it. I'm connecting cast members all over the world tonight. This is super neat. Okay, so what Vanessa said was that because she even recommended, you chill it for about a half hour. And so let's see how it is now. Let me give you guys a better view here. Oh, look at this view. Oh, this is a good view, right? Yeah. Okay. We can, yeah. All right, let me taste this. Let's taste this guy. Now that we have chilled it a little bit. Man, Vanessa's so right. Vanessa is like so right. It is perfect. Perfect. Wow. Wow. And yeah, the video is definitely not as good with our Zoom thing, but yeah, we're still okay, right? I think it's okay. I'm gonna pour a little more. I think it's all right though, I know the video is not perfect tonight, but I don't know, I kind of enjoyed doing the Zoom with Vanessa, so. And it's Wednesday, so it's Wine Wednesday, so we can, Mr. Swirly Pop, is that what you're calling me now? All right. Okay. You prefer, oh wait, should I put it back in the fridge? Hold on a second. You prefer a chilled, okay. So red wine should actually not be warm, as Alexa, I think you just said something about that, right? Everyone thinks red wine should be warm, but no. Actually, if you could come over here for a second, let me just show you something here. I gotta be careful. I'm holding my wine glass, computer. So you see my wine fridge. Oh, you can see yourselves in here. But I've got my wine fridge here set at 56 for my reds. Okay. And that is an appropriate temperature that you should store your reds. Okay. So, everyone thinks that you should have red wine really warm, but no, it should be in the 50s. So let me take it back outside. Okay. Ooh, oh, sorry. What's up, world? I'm back. Ooh, Fire Club, you got a Skywalker wine bottle? Man, that stuff is good. What kind of Skywalker is it? Amazing stuff that they make there. Yeah. Your mom's got the wine fridge too, Erica? Good. Oh, how much was this wine? Great question. Really great question. Really great question, which I'm going to find out for you right now. All right. Hold on one second. I'm just going to look it up on Wine Access. Wine Access. Oh, okay. They don't have the 2017 in stock right now, which is what I'm having, but they have the 2018, and it's $33. Okay. $33. Let me see if I could find it. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Yeah, so 33. 30, okay, so like 33, 37 if you're looking for the exact one, but 33 bucks. Yeah. I did open another tab. Yes, sorry guys. I know. There's a lot of tab controversy with me. I have too many tabs open. I know it's a problem. I know. And okay, so $33. $33 for this? I think it could be double. Yeah. It tastes that good. Yeah. It could be double. The name of this wine, Tiffany. You know what? I'm gonna type this in because I'm gonna butcher this pronouncing it because I don't. I've got pretty. I can speak French a little bit, but this is a pretty tough one to pronounce. Charlie Thévenet Renier Grain et Granit Beaujolais. Okay, I don't know how I did, but I'm gonna let me type this in for you guys. Or if we have we have two people actually from France in here right now, so but I'm gonna type this in. Was that good, Margot and Hugo? This is it. All right. That's the name. Charlie Devenir Renier Grain et Granit Beaujolais. Oh, hello, Caitlin. How are you? It's good to see you. If I could make a bottle of wine, what would you name it and what flavor notes would it have? Okay. I mean, this is actually something I've definitely thought about, obviously, because, I would probably call it I think I would call it cheesy pop wines, obviously, or pop wines, you know. It has to be a cheesy pop label out there, right? We gotta do that. And as far as tasting notes, is that what you want? I would love, well, wines don't pop. No, but if I have a cheesy pop brand of wine, then we can also incorporate sparkling into it. So then it would actually pop. Okay. So, but as far as like a cheesy pop red one, I feel like it couldn't be as bold as I would probably like want it to be. Like a high-end cheesy pop would be like, you know, really heavy, bold cab. But I feel like it would need to be a little brighter to reflect me. You know what I mean? So like a little more floral notes to it, but also a little, you know what? Maybe a little jammy, like a jammy Zen cab sort of blend. I think I need some jam, a little raspberry, mm, something like that. Okay. Is that good? I think it's got to be jammy. Cheesy pop would be a great rosé too. Yeah, there's a lot. There's a number of ways I can go with this. I just need a vineyard. I just need like, you know, $20 million or something, and then we will make it happen. Right, and unless Vanessa knows something, maybe Vanessa can help us out. Right, yeah. Oh, we got Seal and Brusco that could have like a little sparkle there too. Yeah. But I think a jammin' red. Look at that. Yeah, jam. Yeah, this is so good. Too bad I can't grow grapes on my patio. Oh man, poor Groot. If only Groot could grow grapes, man, that'd be sweet. Could you imagine little Groot growing some little vineyard in Groot, an old Groot plant? That'd be, nah. Oh no, what's in here? It's all right. It's all right. Oh no. Yeah, exactly. I'm drinking it, Lauren. All right, I gotta go back inside though because my computer says we only got like 8% left. That would be sad if it just shut off. I have to go back inside. I'm so sorry. Happily ever after vlog. Okay. I need to plug this in. Okay. All right. Okay. So, all the tabs are killing me, Zara. Yeah. My neighborhood looks like the Santa Fe Hotel. Oh my gosh, that Disneyland Paris. Yeah. That's orange. Yeah. That building across the way is like very peach colored. I don't know. I don't love it. My building actually is kind of nice color, like a gray. I don't know. Oh man. Now I plugged it in. Plug this thing in. 7%. Oh yeah, like the old days, Didi, when we had to run around the park on charger. Yeah. Maddie, I do prefer reds over whites, but if it has to be white, man, I had an unbelievable white. I think it was like the first one that we did from Wine Access from Italy. Gosh, what was that? You know, I can do like a Pinot Grigio every now and then. Nice for summer. Yeah. And then I love sparkling. Oh, like Rachel's saying here, Prosecco. Yes. I love Prosecco. It's a really dry sparkling, Italian, like it's an Italian sparkling wine. Moscato's really sweet. Riesling, really, really bright and sweet. Yes. Rachel knows her stuff. Oh, you know what? That's a really good thing there. You said, Alexa. Viognier is really good. But Prosecco is, I think, my go-to sparkling usually. I would choose a Prosecco usually over champagne, but the champagne that I had from Wine Access was crazy good. So, but I do love Prosecco. Like at Christmas time, when I go home to New York and my parents, like we always have Prosecco, you know, yeah, that's the best. I love that. Am I gonna drink that thing that was in here? Probably. It's okay. This is unbelievable wine. Mm. What's the difference between Prosecco and Champagne, Zach? Champagne is wine that is only made in Champagne in France, the region Champagne. No other wine can be called Champagne unless it actually comes from Champagne. And Prosecco is just an Italian sparkling wine. So. Oh man, Professor Ruthie, if you won the lottery, you'd invest in the Cheesy Pop Vineyard and fly everyone out. Oh my gosh. That's what I want. All right, we need Professor Ruthie to win the lottery. So we can all have a party at the Cheesy Pop Vineyard. Oh. All right, Anna, enjoy your night with the kids and Harry Potter. Oh man. So everyone, we need Professor Ruthie to win the lottery. Okay. That's it. Oh man. So that I can have a winery. The important things. Yeah. Ask Mickey. Mickey's got some money, right? Mickey's got some cash. Oh, Dad wants to invest in the Cheesy Pop Winery? My mom is back in the chat. Dad wants to. I mean, I'm not going to say no. Go fund my winery page, Dee. Oh gosh. Oh man, I love this. This is fantastic. Oh, under the condition that I name a wine after my mom? Oh, perfect. Yes, it is done. Of course I'd name a wine after you. Come on. Oh, man. This is fantastic. Oh, Maddie, see, this is really cool. Maddie just said there, I love that we logged on to play trivia from last night and stumbled on this. What a wonderful community of people we are. Cheesy Pop fam is the best. We're like a little tight-knit community. I love this. Alina, my first visit to Napa was, I think it was like, okay, I moved to LA like 13 years ago. So it was like probably like 11 years ago, something like that. Yeah. 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 Fell in love like instantly. So, yeah. So this is great. We are, tonight's been so much fun, honestly. So much fun. Max might have been 12. No. Yeah, tonight's been great. We you make your own wine at home. I love it. That's great. It's Blake after your son. See, that's great. I love that. Napa's beautiful. Yeah. So good. This has been so good tonight, guys. We got to try this, which was unbelievable, right? Vanessa, given her expertise. Well, thank you so much, Kristen. Thank you. I love your little picture there with Pluto. That's great. Thank you. Your dad named his wines after wind chimes. I like that. So, Mom, are you still here? Is my mom still here? What kind of wine, Mom, would you want your wine to be? You want a cab? I would assume my mom would want cab. Margot, oh, California's your next trip? You got to go to Napa? Yeah, definitely. You do. You do. Okay, yeah. See, I knew my mom would say cab because it's got to be the best. You know, only the best. Yeah. I love it. Yeah. JN, thank you so much. What time am I coming on here for my birthday? I don't have an exact time that I will be on here on Friday. I would think it'll be, oh boy. I would guess it'll be sometime in the afternoon. Okay. Sometime in the afternoon, but not this late. So, but I think sometime in the afternoon I'll be back for my birthday. Yeah, on Friday. So that'll be Friday's video. And then tomorrow you guys are gonna get a video of me in the kitchen. I gotta edit that one tomorrow and you'll get that later in the day tomorrow. Making some sweets, you'll see. It's good, this is fun stuff. And then we will celebrate my birthday on Friday. It's exciting. And yes, my mom is more than worthy of 2 wines. This is the truth. Yes. My mom is worthy of all the wines. Yeah. So, and with that, we're going to wrap this thing up tonight, guys. Thank you. Thank you to each and every one of you. Thank you, Walt's Chili Bowl, for the super chat. I really appreciate it. It's awesome. Thank you. I appreciate it. We will be back here together on Friday for as many of you that can make it. It'll be during the day, so not this late at night. Thanks to each and every one of you that were here tonight and shared your glass with me, whatever that was. Special thanks to Vanessa Conlin from Wine Access for being here tonight and sharing her incredible knowledge with us, because that was, we learned a lot from Vanessa tonight. We now know that wine the phases of the moon have things to do with wine now. It's so cool. Yes, so go check out Wine Access for more of their wine, because I can certainly vouch for it. It's unbelievable. And you guys are amazing, really, each and every one of you. Thanks for being here. Thanks to all my Patreon people. Tiffany, oh my gosh, preschool teacher and had a little girl, and her parents made friends with the right people and would buy grapes, and it turned into wine in their home. Look at that. Thank you, Tiffany, for sharing that. How cool is that? That's so neat. And you know what I was talking about at the beginning of this with Vanessa, how you can have a wine and sometimes it's better because of the company you're sharing it with. It's kind of how I feel right now. I will remember this wine and think about all of you guys. Yeah, so the next time I have this, I'll be thinking of you. It's pretty cool. So on that, thank you. Cheers. Have a great rest of your Wine Wednesday. Cheers. Bye, guys.